Emotional pain can be unbearable. The pain hits the boiling point and it's time to find a therapist. We need relief. But what if you choose the wrong therapist? What if you are misdiagnosed and walk into a lifelong trap of pharmaceutical drugs? Some of these drugs are near impossible to kick. Don't feel bad. I had the wrong therapist. After my third therapy session, she told me that I should start Prozac and get into real estate. I fired her that day. It happens to many of us. We end up with a bad therapist, we get insights with no action steps, and we are told we need addictive pharmaceutical drugs when we don't. This is a video about how to choose the right therapist. We need tools and insights to choose a good therapist. We need to know ourselves and understand if our pain is from our situation or from genetic faulty wiring. We need to know we are speaking with the wrong therapist by the end of the first session so we don't waste money, time, and risk our wellness. First, let's get into some self-awareness tips and assess our situations. Later in this video, I will give you a checklist that instantly helped me choose the right therapist. Self-awareness tips. Self-awareness helps us make better decisions. When we are self-aware, we are better able to determine our core issues and what we want out of therapy and out of life. For example, someone with abandonment issues who is health conscious and likes addressing the root cause may do better by choosing a holistic therapist, a cognitive behavioral therapist, or a life coach. Someone dealing with a genetic chemical imbalance who is health indifferent and more interested in pain alleviation may do better choosing talk therapy and antidepressants. Here are some tips to improve your self-awareness so you know when to run away from your current therapist. Journaling. Journaling is an effective tool for cultivating self-awareness. One journaling exercise called the Journal of Dysfunctional Thoughts helps alleviate suffering and expand our self-awareness. It was created by Dr. Aaron Beck, MD, a pioneer in cognitive behavioral therapy. This journaling exercise is scientifically proven to reduce depression and anxiety. Links to studies in the video description. Search Journal of Dysfunctional Thoughts in Google and also search List of Cognitive Distortions, and you will instantly learn how to do this simple journaling exercise. This journaling exercise makes you more self-aware and feel better, 2 for free. Now, let's look at your current situation. What are your circumstances? Ask yourself the following questions because they will help you choose the right therapist. Did bad habits and living within your comfort zone put you in a rut? And is the rut the reason for your depression? Is lack of romantic love or a breakup or lack of friends the cause of your depression? You're not alone. I've been depressed in this circumstance. Many of us have. Alternatively, does your family have a history of depression based on genetic chemical imbalances? Understanding what role your situation plays in your depression will help you choose the right therapist. You may conclude, based on your situation, that a life coach or a full immersion seminar is a better choice for you than talk therapy and antidepressants. Psychologist or life coach. Choosing the right therapist or life coach depends on understanding our own struggles and the outcomes we hope to achieve. My situation was the reason for my depression. For example, I understood how my childhood trauma resulted in low self-esteem, rejection, and abandonment issues before I saw a therapist. Through self-awareness, I already knew I was interested in natural healing modalities. As a result, I knew I wanted an action-oriented therapist that would give homework and only recommended antidepressants as a last resort. I wanted formally educated, but I also wanted actionable steps. A psychologist has a formal education in a wide variety of areas under the mental health umbrella. Their university degrees do bring us feelings of trust and hope. However, the university degree is only a small factor in the quality of your therapist. There are life coaches without college degrees, but plenty of education, that can get you down the path of happiness and purpose. Genetics and trauma. Some of us win the genetic lottery at birth, and we are born with optimized neurotransmitters and at least one good parent. Some of us are not as lucky. If the hand you were dealt is an absence of happy brain chemicals, or your journey includes severe trauma, then you might need a psychologist who will get you started down the path of antidepressants. Some of us are born with one leg shorter than the other, and antidepressants are orthopedic shoes. Orthopedic shoes help us walk because each stride we take is balanced the way nature intended, but with the help of modern technology. If you need antidepressants, there is honor in taking them because you are using modern technology to become the best person you can become so you can serve others better. Now, let's interview your therapist. Therapist shopping checklist. Here's how to find a good therapist. On that first phone call, or during that first session, give your therapist a childhood synopsis along with your current state of mind and how it might be related to your childhood trauma. Examples of childhood trauma may be abandonment, rejection, or physical or emotional abuse. For example, you might say the following for a childhood synopsis. My parents divorced when I was 2 because my dad was an alcoholic. My mom abandoned me and my stepdad emotionally abused me. As a result, I self-medicate away the pain of neediness, fear of abandonment, and unworthiness. Then ask the therapist the following question. What is your approach based on my synopsis? It has been said that the work involved in healing trauma happens during the rest of the week, not during an hour-long talk therapy session. I liked receiving homework from a therapist as I believe talk therapy is not enough. Does the therapist give homework? Will this therapist recommend books, support groups, lifestyle changes, and spirituality hacks? Or is it one weekly talk session? Mine had me enroll in jiu-jitsu and Krav Maga. She asked me to read spiritual books and philosophy. She gave me journaling techniques. She gave me specific details on how to step out of my comfort zone in all areas of life. Now, the next important question. Antidepressants. Ask the therapist if antidepressants are recommended based on your synopsis. My therapist affirmed, absolutely not. She also affirmed that I would experience ups and downs of faulty neurotransmitters for a year or two because I indulged in self-medication for too many years. But based on my synopsis, she felt this could be handled without pharmaceutical drugs. And she was right. Holistic versus Western therapy. If you're the type of person that wants to address the root cause of an issue, a good holistic therapist will take into account all mental, social, spiritual, nutritional, and communal factors. A good therapist believes that expecting insights and talk therapy to heal trauma is like expecting a human to ride a wild elephant. You won't be able to steer it in the right direction. But with certain behaviors and changes in our physiology, we can make peace with the wild elephant, and we can steer it in the direction of where we want to go. A traditional talk therapist may be more focused on relieving the symptoms with antidepressants and weekly talk sessions. This will give you pain relief and insight about why you are the way you are. If you have watched this far, then you are already on your way to healing fast. When we make a decision to heal ourselves, we are making the world a better place. We become happier and we spread happiness. We serve more people and we serve them better. We connect with our loved ones deeper and we communicate better. And I can't think of anything more important than every day becoming a little more happy.